Hi everyone, it's Fallon, and if you would like to know how to make these flavourful honey garlic sticky chicken wings, then stay tuned. So the ingredients you will need is hot paprika and lemon seasoning, all-purpose seasoning, Kentucky flour, minced garlic, dark soy sauce, honey, olive oil and some brown sugar. Make sure to preheat your oven to 195 degrees. These are the chicken wings that I use and I get them from Asda. Before we get started cooking the chicken, we are going to clean it and wash it. Now, I'm from a Caribbean heritage, so Caribbean people, this is something that we always do when we are cooking meat. We wash it first. So I'm just adding a few glugs of vinegar, a couple of pieces of lemon with some warm water, and I'm going to give all the chicken a nice good clean, making sure I wash each individual one. Now that they are squeaky clean, we're going to get a paper towel and just pat them dry, making sure we get rid of any moisture and wetness. Time to season the chicken. So we are going to start off with 2 heaped tablespoons of the all-purpose seasoning. And then we're going to have 1 heaped tablespoon of the Kentucky flour. Then 1 heaped tablespoon of minced garlic. The clue is in the name of the dish, honey garlic chicken wings, so definitely be nice and generous with that minced garlic. I'm adding in the hot paprika and the paprika and lemon seasoning and just give them all a good mix, making sure that everything is evenly coated and the seasoning is distributed amongst all of the chicken wings. Next up, we're going to add a glug of olive oil to the chicken. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of honey to the mix. This will just make sure that it just adds a nice little glaze to the chicken once it's gone in the oven, and just make it get nice and crispy. Now we're moving on to making the honey garlic glaze. This is what's going to make this dish absolutely pop. So I'm adding a generous amount of the dark soy sauce to a mixing bowl. And then we are going to add 1 tablespoon of the brown sugar. Don't you just love the way it just disappears into the soy sauce like that? And then we're adding in the hot paprika. Now this is the secret ingredient here, because when you've got the sweetness of the honey and then you've got the spiciness and the heat of the paprika, they really do balance each other out, and it just makes such a difference. So I've also added in the paprika and lemon seasoning and a heaped tablespoon of the minced garlic. Now, you know, as the name of the dish suggests, it is a honey and garlic chicken wings, so definitely be generous with that garlic. It might look like there's too much there, but it's never too much. So I'm adding in 2 heaped tablespoons of honey, and then you just mix them all together. Give it a good stir. And that's the consistency that you will get once everything's all nicely mixed up. Get your tray. I've lined mine with tin foil, and then I've put a rack at the bottom, and this is just so that the chicken wings don't stick to the rack or the bottom of the tray. It just elevates it a little bit so everything underneath cooks nicely. So I'm taking the chicken and I'm placing them on the tray one by one. It's a bit like playing Tetris here, trying to get everything, making sure all of them fit on the tray nicely. And once that's done, we are going to head over and pop them in the oven for 15 minutes. Fast forward 15 minutes, take them out of the oven, and they should look like this. So the outer skin is nice and firm. As you can see, it's looking a bit pale, but the chicken is actually cooked through thoroughly. So what we're going to do is now we're going to take each wing and we're going to coat them one by one in the glaze. So in my mixing bowl I can fit about 2 wings in there. So I'm just going to pop 2 in and then just really make sure that it's well coated. So as you can see, it was looking a little bit anemic all of a few seconds ago, and now it's just got that nice brown honey glaze. And can I just say, my kitchen smells absolutely amazing. The hot chicken, all the seasoning along with the honey garlic glaze is absolutely delicious. It smells delicious, so I already know it's going to taste awesome. So just keep continuing to glaze every single piece, pop them back on the tray, and make sure every single one gets coated nicely. You want to make sure that glaze is on every single crevice of that meat. Once every single wing has been coated, it should look something like this. And then what we're going to do is pop it back in the oven for 5 minutes so that the honey can caramelise on the chicken. So when you take it out, and whoa, look at the steam that's coming off of that. You take them out of the oven and they'll be looking a little something like that. Now we've got a lot of the glaze left over. What we're going to do is add a second coat to each of the chicken wings. Now this will just make it packed with flavour. It will make it caramelise a bit more, just add a little extra oomph. So just go through every single wing, making sure every one of it gets coated. Use up all that glaze, do not waste anything, cover all of it. Now it's time to pop it in the oven for a final 5 minutes. And here we have it, a gorgeous platter of honey garlic sticky chicken wings, bursting with flavour, absolutely delicious, would make a great dinner, snack, lunch. Let me know what you think of this recipe in the comments down below. If you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and press that notification bell.